How can a good God allow evil in the world? We live in a day and age where people find it hard to believe in God. There's too much unfairness in the world. There's too much injustice in the world. The world seems to be a chaotic mess. If God exists, why doesn't He do something about the evil in the world? Some people who have experienced tragedy in life have wrestled with how God can be both all-powerful and full of goodness. So how can we believe in a God who is sovereign, all-powerful, but also full of goodness? Well, Scripture is clear that God is not the author of evil. God is holy and righteous. God is a God of justice. God is concerned about the evil of this world and the injustices that are committed by people. Scripture teaches that God is also a God of loving kindness, merciful, gracious, slow to anger, and abounding in steadfast love and faithfulness. And there's a sense of mystery when we talk about the evil in this world. But the evil in the world is committed by people who are committed to their evil, selfish ends. It's easy to get caught up with the why question and not see what God is doing in the context of evil. God has done something in response to evil. His sovereignty in the face of evil should be a great comfort. If God is not sovereign over the affairs of this world, then we have no hope. If God is not in control, who is? Chance? If chance is ruling the world, then it doesn't really matter what I do. If I meet you on the street, I can shake your hands or I can poison your drink. It doesn't really matter. If Satan is in control, we're doomed because he wants to destroy us. A sovereign God is able to work out His purposes in a world that's filled with evil. A sovereign God is able to bring good out of the evil of this world. A sovereign God is able to ensure that justice one day will be established. God has responded to the evil of this world. People wrestle with the evil and injustice that we see in the world, but the greatest injustice and the thing that should shock us is the unfairness that Christ died on the cross for unworthy sinners. God is not obligated to save anyone, but in His grace, He sent His own Son to pay the penalty for sin. Jesus was sinless and took upon Himself our sin and evil. The real question is, why would God pour out His wrath on His Son for my sin? That's the shocking question. In Jesus' death, God satisfies His justice and He's able to justify sinners. In Jesus' death, justice and peace kiss. In Jesus' death and resurrection, we are assured that one day God's purposes for our lives will be accomplished. There is horrible evil in the world, and many times we struggle with it. But God is sovereign. Christ has won the victory over evil, sin, and death. And His victory is our victory, and that's the only hope that we have.